Welcome back to the channel. Don't F with your people. On this channel, I'm trying to teach you about leadership, management, growth as a manager, as a professional, as a human being. So some of these lessons are more career oriented than others. Some are more about being a professional. Recently, my wife and I had the opportunity to go out to New York City and see the play Glengarry Glen Ross. This was originally a movie, and that original movie had a scene in it where Alec Baldwin's character was making fun of his team that was about to get some coffee, and he basically said coffee's for closers, and essentially these guys weren't closing their deals, and so he was basically saying you haven't earned the right to have coffee because you're not closing, so coffee's for closers. And there's also a saying that ABC, always be closing, always be closing. That's a salesperson's analogy. At some point in my leadership career, because I'm silly and like to come up with analogies and use things for people to remember, as opposed to just simple, you need to communicate and always follow up with people, which is mundane, and people get tired of hearing it. It's the truth. I mean, that's absolutely the truth. You should always be following up with people who ask you to do something, whether it's your boss or a client or whatever. You gotta close the loop. So I always tried to play on something that's already been established. ABCs, always be closing the loop. Always be closing the loop was my analogy. So going out to New York, watching that play, which was fantastic, by the way, inspired me to do a quick little video here talking about the always be closing the loop concept. And here's what I'm talking about. And the reality is, my wife and I talk to our kids about this as they're in high school, even now as they're going into college, and our older kids. Like, the reality is you have to follow up with people. You need to confirm for them that if they ask you to do something, that you did it. Let them know that got done. Following up with someone to ensure that they did something for you. People are not great communicators, and so I don't trust that anything is complete till I see evidence of it. I get a confirmation that something's done. And so closing the loop comes in many, many forms. And the reality is, some people will call that being anal about something. Somebody will call that controlling. Maybe I'm guilty of those things, but I will also say that I can sleep well at night knowing that certain things were done to completion. They were done the way they were supposed to do. And I also know that the people that I have worked for over the years, my bosses, if nothing else, always knew that I had completed the task that they had asked me to complete for them. They knew it got done. And a simple little email, a simple voicemail, just to know, yep, I did what you asked. I didn't try to make a big deal about it, but I didn't want them to have to follow up just to be sure, especially if it was a task that was coming down from their leader or something of that nature, or if it was for a client. Because there's this other saying that is trust but verify. And if they have to think twice about, well, I trust Brian to do his thing, but I really should verify, because I can't take the chance that this very important client or my boss doesn't get this thing, and I'm counting on Brian to do that for me. I don't want to have them call me back. I want to take that out of the equation. So I just drop them a note, put a sticky note on their monitor, whatever it takes to close the loop. Take any doubt out of the equation, and you're going to be much happier in life. You're going to make the people around you feel more comfortable. And that's kind of an accountability, reliability, dependability thing. People, you may be there all the time, but if you don't let people know that you actually were there, how do they know? It's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, did it make a sound? Well, if you were there and doing something and you didn't report on it, do you get credit for it? And again, this isn't about necessarily getting the kudos and getting credit. It's about making people feel comfortable and not having to worry about something. So again, kind of an odd analogy telling you about a play that, you know, took place on Broadway. But that's a great movie, by the way. If you can see it, if you can go to Broadway, that's also fantastic. But nonetheless, always be closing the loop. Follow up with people. Don't make them wonder. Don't leave them in the dark, and they will appreciate you. That's all I got for now. Keep coming back to the channel. Like and subscribe, as they say. That's what the cool kids do. And post your comments below if you got any topics you want me to cover in particular. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through the list of things that I've learned over the years that have helped me grow as a person, as a professional, as a human being. Be kind to every kind. Take care.